morning from Tamworth. Heading home today. My boots straps coming down. Oh shit. Hope you enjoyed the part 1 and part 2 of the Tamworth Festival video. Bootstrap. I have to get that fixed. This might be a video, I don't know. But I'm going to Quirindi, which is a town about, I don't know, an hour. I'm taking the tourist route there. Cole, who's on another Indian's going to join me for that little leg. And we're going to have a look at Quirindi because I think it might be an interesting place. And they've got the best eyes. There you go. Look. There you go. And there's a sheep there. There's Cole's bike. Vintage. Like Calamity. So after Quirindi we might be going through Jerry's Plains, which I think I've ridden before, but I'm not sure. Bye.
Sunny side up.
Thanks.
Shines most of the time, and the feeling is laid back, but you know, keep thinking about making my way back.
We're coming through a town called Carabara. I don't know, anyway. I'll write it down if I use this. But we're not stopping. A bit early for pubs. Cool little town, not much happening. Well, we're stopping at Werris Creek, and I just saw the sign, it's 13 k's away, so we're going to be there in a few minutes. We'll stop there and I'll see what Werris Creek is about. They have big Australia Day celebrations there today, and today is the 26th of January, so it is Australia Day. Some people will say it's Invasion Day. We're not going to get political. It's just great to be in Australia, regardless of your political fractions or your religious beliefs. It's a great country, and if you don't like it, well, you can fuck off. We don't need you. Simple. The country. That was in April. And in actual fact, the Asian continents discovered Australia bloody thousands and thousands of years before the Europeans. And the Dutch discovered Australia before Captain Cook, but they didn't lay claim to it, otherwise we'd all have bloody Dutch accents. We'd sound like South Africans. You know, there's only 2 accents in the world that I dislike, and that's South African and Australian accents, I'm sorry to say. I think they're shit. Look at this, hang on. Okay, there's some silo art there. Yeah, so what was I saying? Oh, okay, so the Dutch actually were here before Captain Cook. Anyway, bottom line is, I wish the Irish had discovered Australia because I would like that accent. That's how America has its accent, because the Irish population that came in, really, that's given them that accent. That's my belief and that's my opinion. So I wish the Irish discovered Australia because I wouldn't sound like this. I do not like the Australian accent one bit. We live in a great country. If I turn this fucking bike on properly. And like I said before, if you don't like it, go. And I also want to explain our politics. Now, you know I don't like to talk about politics. I'm one of those swinging voter type of people. Have a look at, I'll come back to that. Hang on. Quirindi. Found a little bit of shade. I don't think I'm going to find much information out about this place because it's
Gonna have to start learning and park it back that way. It's not so hard to pick up the bike.
Oh yes, I know, but I just wanted to be in the shade. I know how to park it that way.
Yeah.
I do normally, but I wanted to be in the shade. Yeah. So like I was saying, Australian politics for my overseas followers, we have two major parties like you. We've got the left, which we call Labor, and we have the right, which we call Liberal. Now in America, Liberal is more left people. Our politics is not as extreme, I don't think, as American politics. It's not as far left and as far right. They're actually, in some instances, on the same page with some things, but they still have their difference. Now, what do I vote? Well, I'm not going to tell you, but I am a swinging voter, and sometimes my head lives in the right and my heart lives in the left. Depends what the issues are of the day, I guess. That's the Australian politics. So when we say, oh, you're a Liberal voter, that means you're more Republican leaning, and Labor is more Democrat leaning. That's a short bloody lesson about Australian politics. There's nothing happening in Quirindi that I can see. It's too early. I'm not going to be able to, there's not a soul. So I can't talk to any locals and find out what goes on. It's a nice town. This is not brought to you by the, oh, there's a bug. This is not brought to you by the letter Q. I'll have to come back when it's something more going on. We're about 15 k's back on the highway, then we go to Musselbrook, back roads through Jerry Plains, which is very interesting and windy road. So let's have a look at Jerry Plains. I'm sorry there's not much here for me to talk about. There's no one around. You know, these little regional towns are just like, you know, there's nothing going on. All the clothes shops and everything, they're struggling. It's getting warm. Now don't come at me because I don't have all my leather safety gear on. Oh, there's a pub with Australian flag, look at that. That'll be kicking off at my lunchtime. I have riding pants and I have all the gear, but I get too hot, and I feel I'm a very cautious rider. I get too hot, I actually feel faint, and I think that's probably more dangerous, in my opinion. So don't have a go at me.
Just a little too long, little too far.
called Singleton. We're just going to find a pub or something and have a drink. Maybe a snack, I don't know. But I can't believe everything's shut. There's no Aussie flags anywhere. I know it's controversial, this celebrating Australia Day now, but I'm a bit shocked. There's nothing anywhere like it used to be, you know, that the Aussie flags are. It's a bit of a shame, really, that we can't celebrate our own country without feeling I don't know, is it the wokeness of everything? For God's sake, people, just calm down and relax and enjoy this beautiful country. We'll be okay. Everyone will be okay.
than lead that anybody else could steal. She had it all taken from her on the last bad deal. She's looking to the sky, waiting for the wind to take her up again.
Home. Now, if you're watching this, then obviously I've made a video of it. I'm not sure. Today wasn't like my normal style because I didn't get to talk to people and do what I like to do. Because quite frankly, the bloody streets were deserted. But it was a lovely ride, so this video is probably more about some scenery and some rides in Australia from Tamworth back to Sydney. I'll end now. Happy Australia Day, happy Invasion Day, happy 26th of January Day, whatever it is to you. It's great to have a pulse regardless. So next week we're on Calamity Jane. We're going to Grey Gums Cafe on the Mother Road 69. Make sure I have my lipstick for that. Thanks again for joining me, everybody. Sorry, it probably wasn't much of a video. Never mind.